What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a 2-in-1 review, of course, of Basketball Wives LA, Season 11, Episode 9, and Basketball Wives Orlando, Season 1, Episode 9. So if you haven't seen those two videos in particular, go watch the episodes of those two videos, come back and watch this video. And like and subscribe this video, because it's a simple and free way to support my channel. It literally takes less than 4 seconds to do, so you can definitely hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, because I don't only review Basketball Wives, I review other shows as well. And I'm not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words. You're going to hear me say, so, like, 1,000 times. It is what it is. I might stop to regain my thoughts. It is what it is. I'm definitely going to be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. And anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and expressions and how I feel. And comment below what you would grade both episodes, what you thought of both episodes, what I talk about, if I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, all that good stuff. Comment below. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. And, of course, I'm going to be starting with Basketball Wives LA because they're the OGs. And I'm going to grade this episode of Basketball Wives LA, Season 11, Episode 9, What happened on this episode? I'm going to give it a nice grading because of the message behind this episode. So I'm going to give it a B+. Not a lot happened, but because of the message behind this episode, I will give it a B+. Wrong messenger, by the way, though, but either way. So last chance, if you haven't seen Basketball Wives LA, Season 11, Episode 9, turn this video off right now because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. And I will give a heads up before I start talking about Orlando, just in case some people don't watch LA. And I will timestamp in the comments when I start talking about Orlando. So, yeah, we're about to get into Basketball Wives LA, Season 11, Episode 9. And the first scene is Jackie and Evelyn meeting up for drinks. They're talking about the whole Arizona trip and the whole K.Honesty situation. So it's looking like we're really not going to see K.Honesty no more, which is kind of a disappointment for me because I didn't really see nothing wrong with K.Honesty. Because no offense, I mean, I appreciate the message behind this episode, but look how dry this episode was without K.Honesty there to like, get the girls in a tizzy, you know? So I just don't know how I feel about them getting rid of K.Honesty. So they meet up for drinks. They talk about Arizona and K.Honesty. Then Evelyn tells Jackie, I want to get to know Vanessa a little more, so I did invite her out with us. So Vanessa shows up. Evelyn invites both of them to her domestic violence event that she's throwing. So this is when Vanessa in her confession was like, I know me and Evelyn shared this moment, but she may have the wrong idea about my marriage. Yeah, because Evelyn just assuming shit. Because Vanessa told her that one thing about having a miscarriage, found out her husband was cheating and all that. So that just equated to Evelyn that she was in a domestic violence relationship. I don't know. Then we get to seeing Giselle. She FaceTimes her son, basically gives him some encouragement on his game. And then basically telling him like she's doing everything for him and they'll be able to be together soon and things like that. Then we get this scene with Brittany and Evelyn. They meet up. So Evelyn gets to telling Brittany, I was hurt that you didn't come have the last brunch with us in Arizona. I felt some type of way. Brittany tells her, like, look, I didn't come because, like, some of that stuff is just too much for me to handle. Like, she says on that particular day at the strip club, K.Honesty came in with good spirits and came in with good energy, didn't try nothing or nothing. And if Jen knows she's not a fighter, then she just need to shut the fuck up. That's exactly what Brittany, she just shut the fuck up if you're not a fighter. So, of course, Evelyn is continuously defending Jennifer and her behavior, talking about something. Yeah, Jen has a mouth. Like, yeah. So don't sit up here and still try to defend her. She can't just do stuff like that and think ain't nobody gonna want to tussle or do anything. You can't just have, like, I get it, y'all on Basketball Wives and y'all don't really do the physical altercations, but everybody's not like that, Jennifer. So Evelyn get to basically defending Jennifer, talking about K.Honesty shouldn't have took her shoes off and walked up on Jen. She shouldn't have, but at the same time, what did Brittany just say? What warranted K.Honesty doing that? Jennifer trying her. So don't sit up. You can't defend. I get you trying to defend your friend, but the reason K.Honesty did what she did is because of what your friend started. So, like, come on, Evelyn. Take some accountability for your friend. She didn't even take accountability for what she did. She told Brittany, basically told Brittany, she basically told Brittany she would have reacted the same way if it was anybody in Jennifer's situation. No, you wouldn't have, bitch. You such a liar. She's such a liar, bro. Evelyn be lying like shit. Like, bitch, no. If that was anybody else, you wouldn't have did what you did. Partially because if it was anybody else, they wouldn't have let Clayana stand over them like that. They would have got up and got active. Just admit you did it because it's Jen. It's Jen not a fighter, but at the same time, Jen, you can't be doing shit that can warrant a fight. So Brittany tells Evelyn straight up, like, if we being transparent, like, I don't even see where I fit in with this group. And, like, because I feel like I'm on edge every time this group, like, she says in her confession, like, certain things fly with certain members of the group because of the relationships that they have with each other, which is true as hell. Like, yeah. Don't try to act like y'all would be any different. Like, the fact that Evelyn tried to say if it was anybody she'd have did, like, no, you wouldn't have, bitch. It's so annoying. So Evelyn's like, well, what can the group do to make you feel more comfortable? Brittany's answer didn't make sense. She was like, sometimes I'm high and sometimes I'm low and I can do this. And I was like, well, what does that have to do with the question she asked you, Brittany? I was just like, what? What are you talking about? So then Evelyn invites Brittany to her domestic violence event. I didn't think Brittany was going to actually show up, but she did. Then we get the scene, Vanessa and her sister, they sitting, talking, having like an emotional conversation. No, they sitting and Vanessa tells her sister about her emotional conversation with Evelyn in Arizona. Says that she feels like maybe Evelyn took it as if Vanessa was dealing with domestic violence. And she want to let Evelyn know that wasn't the case. Basically, her sister gives her like some words of encouragement, like, we can all see your pain, just know I'm here for you, things like that. Then we get this scene with Giselle. She FaceTimes her mom, basically giving her praises and apologizing for the way she acted in the past, apparently, when she was when she was younger. Because remember at the seance, or whatever that was, that they went to, with the healing in Arizona, Giselle said that she used to put a lot on her mom, and she didn't realize that her mom was just doing the best she could to support her and her siblings, things like that. So she's telling her mom, like, I understand now what you had to do, what you had to go through as a single parent, because I'm dealing with it myself now, things like that. And I didn't understand all the work you was doing to support me and my siblings and things like that. And Giselle also shares in her confessional that she has an opportunity to pitch her product to a beauty store in LA. So she out here trying to make her moves. She out here making moves. I ain't gonna say trying to. She making moves. So Evelyn's ex-fiance is in town. And then this is what throws me with Evelyn. She says in her confessional in this moment, even though me and Levon called off the engagement, we're still together. But just in the last episode at the strip club in your confessional, you said that you and Levon were on a break. So which one is it? Like, are y'all together or y'all not together? Like, this is why I don't take Evelyn seriously. So apparently Levon is into like marketing and things like that, and he's helping Evelyn with her bodysuit line, and he's suggesting to her that they do like a pop-up shop. And Evelyn's like, oh yeah, I can do that. I can get some of the ladies to try on it. I'm like, what ladies? Like, get some natural bodies up in there. None of the cast members are natural. What is it really going to help sell? I'm not going to buy no bodysuit if I see all bitches with BBLs in the bodysuit. Because I don't know how it's going to look on my body because my body's natural. Like, get some natural. Why you want the whole damn cast? Like, come on, whatever. It throws me off. So then Evelyn asks Levon, like, you want to do a double date with Jennifer and Christian? We used to do double dates all the time. And he agrees. He's like, yeah, I'm with it. Then we get this scene where Brittany goes on a blind date. And I appreciated this scene because Brittany looks so happy in this scene. Like, every time she's with the ladies, it seems like she's like on edge. Like, I don't know what I can say, what I can't say that's going to make people feel away. Like she said, like, she feel like if she speak her opinion, she'll get attacked for some reason or something like that. So it was good to see her feeling like light and airy on this blind date with this guy. They basically sit down. She asks him questions like he telling her about his career and his age. And Brittany, in her confessional, says she feel a little hesitant with the fact that this guy is younger than her baby father. And he tells her he's looking for somebody to continue life with. I'm just like, because she asked him, what are you looking for? He's like, I'm looking for somebody to continue life with. I was like, girl, that answer definitely showed that he was 24. Like, he ain't ready. And she was like, I'm 31 with one child. So it's just like they on, I feel like they in two different paths. This date was cute, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere. He tells her he wants lots of kids. So then they get geared up and they go zip lining. And the zip lining day, it looked fun only because they wasn't too high off the ground. Like, if I was to go zip lining, I would do it exactly how they did. They wasn't too high off the ground. So like, if they shit broke, they would just fall. They wouldn't fall too far on the ground. So I was like, that looked fun. It wasn't too high up. I was with that. I don't like when they zip line over them high ass mountains. They probably was like 5 feet off the ground. And they had to like bend their legs. They had to like, I'm bending my legs like people could see. They had to like bend their legs up to ride down. So then we get this double date with Evelyn and Levon and Christian and Jennifer. So I hate bamboo sheets. Ugh. Wish I was at home with my raw sheets, but anyway. So Jen and Christian talk a little bit about their new dog. Jennifer was like, he stepped on the dog shit with his Hermes slippers. Like, why did we need to know that? So this one, Jen asked Levon, because Evelyn's so adamant about about getting Jen's perspective and opinion on Levon. It's like, girl, you act like she your mother or something. Y'all just got back cool. So Jen asked Levon, like, what let you know that Evelyn was the one? And Levon says the chemistry with me and Evelyn and how she's so upfront about everything. And then Kristen chimes in, well, for me, it was me and Jen. We went on our first date and we sat there and we talked for hours. Whatever. Then Kristen and Levon, they get up and go to the bar, give Jen and Evelyn a chance to talk. And Jen tells Evelyn, like, he seems really good for you. Like, he really loves you. And this is the one for you. I'm just like, oh, you got all that from sitting down with him for 5 minutes, Jennifer? And this is what you wanted, Evelyn? You wanted Jen... Evelyn sits there, gives Levon his praises. Like, he's so different from what I'm used to. And it's like, okay, but you got to give Jen a little bit more time to get to know this nigga before she just giving up her, yeah, I think he's good for you. Like, you literally sat down with them for like 5 minutes. So Giselle gets to the beauty shop. She brings Jennifer along with her. And she says in her confessional that she specifically chose this beauty store because of the fact that it's Black owned. So I was like, okay, that's what's up. I'm here for that. Like I said, Giselle has been probably my favorite cast member on this show this season. Her and Jackie. But at the same time, Giselle has her little ways where I be side-eyeing her sometimes. But I do the same thing with Jackie. So that's why I would probably have to say they probably on like the same. And then after that, I'll probably have to say I like Brittany. Jennifer, I just don't be knowing. Because I can't read her as much. Like, she be all over the place. But Evelyn and Brooke, I can't stand them bitches. Fuck them bitches. So then Giselle starts pitching her product to the store owner, pulling out her products. The store owner likes the packaging that Giselle did. And Giselle starts explaining what each product does, and then starts to give some backstory on how she got started, basically saying like the chemist that they had at first was no good, like the products wasn't helping the woman's hair, so her and her team went in and decided to do it themselves, and it's been immediate. They have immediately seen results since her and her team been doing it themselves. So the owner basically was like, yeah, we would love to have your products in our store. We see that some of your stuff be online already sold out. So this would be the first store you be putting your products in. So we definitely want to collab with you. So we get this final scene, which is the Evelyn's domestic violence event. And the lady starts to arrive, and the host, one of the hosts with Evelyn basically shares like what she does, her background. Like, she has an organization that helps DV and human trafficking victims. So then Evelyn starts talking about her struggles in life and dealing with domestic violence, emotional, verbal abuse, and things like that. She says it's all she saw growing up, so that's all she knew. And she says that she told herself after her last domestic violence relationship, which was supposedly with Ocho Cinco, she said she promised herself after that she wouldn't put herself through it no more. And she said she never talked to her family about it because she was embarrassed. So that's what prompted her to start this domestic violence foundation, whatever you want to call it. Jen talks about being verbally and mentally abused. They show that scene back in the beginning where her ex threw the drink on her face. And then Brittany talks about being body shamed by a spouse and little spats and tiffs that they would have and things like arm grabbing and getting kicked off the bed, stuff like that. Then Vanessa talks about being shot at in her previous relationship before her husband. I feel like she was trying to clarify that her current husband has never done anything wrong to her. She was trying to basically clear up and make it known that it was her previous relationship before her husband. So Jackie chimes in, basically tells Evelyn, like, maybe you scared to move forward with Levon because of all the toxic relationships you've been in. And Brooke chimes in and says sometimes people have a pattern of dating the same people that cause them trauma or the same type of person because that's what they're accustomed to and things like that. So it's just it was a real deep emotional discussion, but I was like, at the same time, why is Evelyn leading this discussion? This is like, girl, you are so, I just can't, if you a colorist in my eyes, I can't take anything else that you say emotionally. I'm sorry. Like, I've always been thrown off from Evelyn and Shawnee ever since the whole OG situation. And I've been thrown off Brooke since the situation from last season when they went out, when Jackie took them out to and her and Jackie got into it. And everybody was siding with Brooke, and I'm just like, so I haven't liked Brooke since then, and I haven't liked Evelyn and Shawnee since that situation. So I'm just like, I appreciate this whole message and the whole situation. Domestic violence is a serious topic, all that stuff, trafficking, all that. But it's just like Evelyn was the wrong person to lead this. I don't care what nobody say. That's how I felt. That's how I feel. But because of, like I said, because of the nature of this episode and the situation, the whole domestic violence situation, I gave it a high grade because that is an important topic. So I did give it a B minus, B plus. I think I gave it a B minus. B minus, yeah. I don't remember what I graded it at the beginning of this review, but I'm gonna give it a B minus. I'm gonna stick with that. And yeah, predictions for episodes to come. I can't even remember. What did I see in the previous? I don't even remember. I don't really think, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, ain't nobody beefing with nobody. Not saying that it need to be beef, but it's not really entertaining. They're not really giving. And it's hard for me to watch people I don't like have a good time. So it's just like, if they kept Evelyn and Brooke out of a couple episodes, maybe I would enjoy a little more, but I don't really know how to feel. Those are my little thoughts on Basketball Wives LA, Season 11, Episode 9. Comment below what you would grade the episode, what you thought of the episode, what I talked about, if I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, all that good stuff. Comment below. And like this video and subscribe to my channel because I don't only review Basketball Wives LA. I review other shows as well, like Basketball Wives Orlando, which we're about to transition to right now. Let me just write this timestamp. What is it? I'm going to do 1910. Okay. So, if you haven't seen Basketball Wives Orlando Season 1, Episode 9, turn this video off right now. Go watch it and come back and watch this video. And like this video and subscribe to my channel because it takes literally less than 4 seconds to do. And I don't only review Basketball Wives Orlando. I review other shows as well, like Basketball Wives LA, which I just finished doing in this same video. And I'm also not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words. You're going to hear me say, so, like 1,000 times. I'm going to stop to regain my thoughts 1,000 times, maybe not. I don't know. I don't really be stopping and regaining my thoughts, but I may do it, might not. I'm going to be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And comment below what you thought of Basketball Wives Orlando Season 1, Episode 9. what you thought about what I talked about, what you would grade it, all that good stuff, bad stuff. Comment below. Did I forget to say anything? Nah. So last chance. If you haven't seen Basketball Wives Orlando Season 1, Episode 9, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Cool. So the episode begins with Neek and her mom at home, and her mom's cooking her a meal. And she's basically filling her mom in on all the drama that's happening with the ladies and the whole situation with Milan, talking about her behind her back. Oh, I can't stand bamboo shoes. So Nick's mom basically suggests, like, maybe Milan don't know how to have friends. I mean, I get that, whatever, but just basically suggests to Nick that she should have a one-on-one conversation with Mulan, which we get at the end of this episode. So then Megan and Nikki meet up. This scene was so damn fake. Nikki, this is why I don't like Nikki. Like, Nikki just proving more and more why I don't like her ass. Because first you ran back and told Morgan and Danielle that when you was kikiing with Mulan and them about them calling them mean girls. Then you got mad at Mulan because she sent you a picture of her back, of your back, after you called her a Oompa Loompa. Now in this moment she meets up with Megan. Megan asks her, like, how do you think my live show went? Megan be so nonchalant, like she don't be doing shit. Like, girl. So she's like, how do you think my event went? So Nikki says, well, I feel like you was being messy. So Megan says, I apologize. That wasn't my intent. I should have told you, but it wasn't about you. I wanted to have an interesting show, and I had to have an interesting guest. This is like, girl, now this is like, and this is what blows me with Megan. Megan feels like she could just do stuff, and then after it, she could just be like, oh, well, yeah, I apologize, because I wanted, like, the apology didn't even seem real. It's just like, she just felt like, okay, let me just say this so me and Nikki could be cool. And then Nikki, I was like, what's up with you? You didn't stand on nothing you said in your confessional on the last episode. You were saying Megan ain't a real friend, and she was saying all types of stuff. I can't even remember everything Nikki was saying, but she didn't say none of this in that moment. All she said was, I can appreciate you being, you apologizing. People call you messy, but I just feel like you're really blunt. I'm just like, what? Like, record drop? I mean, like, what? Where was all the rah-rah you had for her in your confessional last episode? This is why I be looking at Nikki sideways, like, what? So then Megan, of course, trying to hurry up and get this little tension over with Nikki now all of a sudden. And yeah, and I heard Ashley in the crowd talking shit in the crowd at my event. And I was like, Nikki better not say nothing, because Nikki was right there nodding along when Ashley was like, why does she need you here for this? And Ashley was speaking some real shit, like, why would you invite your friend and then have her ex up here and you knowing they not on such good terms? Ashley was just saying what everybody was thinking. You get mad because she said it out loud? So then we get this scene with Morgan and her sister. And she basically telling her sister about her ex serving her and trying to reduce his child support. She's still standing on Ashley sending the address out, but I haven't seen no proof, so I'm saying allegedly. But she tells her sister all of that, and she says that her ex abandoned the kids. But she don't go into depth. She doesn't go into depth about the relationship between her ex and the kids. She just says that he abandoned them. And I want to know more, like, because that's all we keep hearing is that he don't come see the kids. Is he at least trying to see his kids and you keeping them away from him? Or, I don't know. I want to know more into depth. But actually, at the same time, I don't really care because I don't really like Morgan, so. But then Morgan does share in her confessional that she has contemplated suicide and deals with a little depression. And I was like, well, that will explain why every time you come around the group, you always so mean girlish and standoffish and stuff, because you dealing with your own demons and you low-key taking them out on some of the other girls. So I was like, you need to deal with some of that shit before you just come around and start being mean to people for no reason. So Morgan's sister basically gives her, like, words of encouragement, tells her, like, I'm here for you if you need anything. What a sister should do. What a sister supposed to do. The scene was so awkward because the sister kept saying, you want to come sit by me? Or you want me to come sit by you? Because I know you hurting. it was weird. Like, it was like they wanted us to take something from that. I don't know what I took from that. It was just weird. So then we get this scene. Ashley and her husband are meeting with a development specialist because to prep for they throwing a basketball camp for kids on the spectrum and just kids in general, like all kids. So Ashley basically explained it to the specialist, like, I got this many volunteers. I got a couple of ladies from the group come in. This, that, and the person. This person is a coach. So this person knows how to play ball. So I'm bringing them in as a coach. Just basically explaining to the specialist who she got so far. Says I'm still gonna be working on getting more people this week. And yeah, she shares in her confessional that she invited Mulan because Mulan hoops, and she invited Mackenzie just there for like support. And she says that the specialist who actually is Danielle's coach or works with Danielle or something like that. She said that the specialist actually suggested Danielle come and help out too. But she says of course she's hesitant because her and Danielle not cool. Then we get this little scene with Lindsay, Lindsay, Nikki, and Megan. They meet up at Lindsay's gender reveal space. And basically, Lindsay just gives them a little insight on how her pregnancy journey was, like how she started and where she is now and things like that. You know, Megan's in her confessional saying, like, she ready, her biological clock is ticking. She's trying to have a baby before 35, and she hopes that her boyfriend still want to have a baby after she tell him about her meeting with her mom, because her boyfriend's big on her being connected with her family. So then we get this meet up with Ashley and Danielle. Danielle in her confessional talk about something. I really want to know why she got me here. Why she meeting up with me knowing I don't like her. And I'm like, and why is that, Danielle? You only don't like her because your friend Morgan don't like her, and you don't have no real reason to beef with her. Like, have your own mind, bitch. You beefing with her because your friend is. Like, have your own mind. That's what I'm saying. These bitches be so smart but so dumb. Danielle got so much going for herself, but she beefing with a bitch because her friend beefing with her bitch. And then at the end of this episode, her and her friend end up beefing. So it's just like, girl. So Ashley starts telling Danielle about her situation with her kid and her husband being on the spectrum and how they trying to host this event and things like that. And she's been told around the industry that Danielle balls and stuff like that. And she asked Danielle if she could be an assistant coach at the camp. She does tell Danielle Mulan and Mackenzie will be there. Danielle's like, well, you know, even though we have our differences, because, you know, Morgan's my best friend. She's like, well, this is for a bigger purpose, and I'll definitely be there to support or whatever. It's like, girl, you ain't even have to say all that. We know that y'all not on best terms. We know that y'all beefing. You could just say, I know. She could just say, I know me and you are not close or not whatever you want to call it, but this is a bigger purpose. I'll be there to support. She didn't have to bring up the whole, you know, Megan's my girl, Morgan's my girl, and then it's like, girl. So they shake hands and they agree that there'll be no drama at Ashley's event, at Ashley's her husband's camp thing. Then we get the same Morgan and her sister. They go to get matching tattoos. They both get some type of symbol. I can't remember which. I think they say it has something to do with like meditation and peace, something like that. So Lindsay and her husband's gender reveal starts, and the ladies start to arrive, except for Mulan, Danielle, and Ashley. They're the only three that's not there. So Lindsay gives a little speech, like, thanks everybody for coming. I know y'all love me, and let's go out to the field to see what this baby, let me see what the gender of this baby is. So everybody goes out to the field, look at the big Ferris wheel, lights up pink. So she's having a girl. She's excited about having a girl. She said she wanted a girl and her husband wanted a girl, so they got what they wanted. Like I said, I feel like when Lindsay had that baby, when she dropped that baby, she gonna be messy down. So Ashley and her husband's camp, it begins, and Mackenzie gets there. Ashley tells Mackenzie that Danielle will be there. Then Mulan arrives. Ashley tells her Danielle will be there as well. Danielle arrives. Ashley tells her that Mulan and Mackenzie are there. And it ain't going to be no drama. And if anything feels funny, to just come talk to her. So Danielle comes and her and Ashley's husband have a little moment. Apparently they their schools or their basketball teams was rivals in college or something like that. I don't remember what the whole situation was. They was calling each other ops in a funny way or whatever. So the event went on without a hitch. No drama between Mulan, Mackenzie, and Danielle. At the end, they all take a group photo. The camp seemed like it was cool for what it was. Then we get this scene with Megan and her boyfriend. They having dinner. I don't know how the hell Megan's boyfriend deal with her. Because if I could never. So Megan starts telling him about her meeting with her mom. So the boyfriend was like, well, how did you feel? Did you cry that day? Megan was like, yeah, I cried because of what happened. And he was like, no, you cried because you hurt by your mom's words and you need to deal with it. So she cut him off before he could even finish saying, like, you need to deal with whatever you're going to deal with. Talking about nobody's more important than my mental health. Not even you. My peace of mind, she says. Not even you. She's like, you just don't get it. And he's like, no, I get it. You just want me to be on your side. Megan was like, yes. And the boyfriend was like, no. And then Megan calls him stupid. She's like, you're stupid. I couldn't like, what? Calling a nigga stupid but not being funny about it. I could see if she said, you stupid. But she was like, no, you're stupid. How could you just let a bitch talk to you like that? So then she get to giving him an ultimatum. If you're going to break up with me because I'm not cool with my mom, then you might as well just do it now. Like, how could he be... I guess, whatever. So he like, I'm not dating your mom. And she's like, good, because she's not coming to the baby shower. She's not coming to our wedding. Da-da-da. So then we get this meet up with Neek and Mulan. And Mulan tells Neek about Ashley and her husband's event. Neek tells Mulan about Lindsay's gender reveal and tells her the gender of the baby. Then Neek brings up the fact that Megan and Danielle said that Mulan be talking trash about her. I mean, be telling her business or whatever. Says that it hurt her feelings because she considers Mulan as one of her best friends. Mulan says they trying to pit us against each other and it's all lies. I'm like, girl, I could have swore up the scene where you called Neek ugly and you was talking trash about her. I'm like, just own it, Mulan. She trying to give you the olive branch to own it. She even says in her confessional she never said anything about bad about Neek. I feel like, did she call her ugly? I'm not gonna lie. I think I seen that in a comment or something. Somebody said she called Neek ugly. I don't remember saying that. But I don't like the fact that when she asked Danielle, did she said anything about Neek, and Danielle said it, and then she tried to tell Danielle to shut up. That kind of proves that you did say something. But I also feel like Mulan probably wasn't being malicious when she was talking to other people about Neek. She probably just felt like we all in the same girl group, and she was just talking about, like, you know how girls gossip. That's what I think it really was. But then Megan made it seem like Mulan be talking shit. Basically to get the heat off her ass at that cancer event. So Neek tells Mulan, like, basically just in the future, don't discuss my business with nobody, and I won't do, like, vice versa. I won't do the same. Then Mulan decides she wants to get emotional, saying, I haven't done anything, but I just have to constantly defend myself, and this, that, and the third. Neek wiping her tears, like, I love you, and they basically just make up. They make up, hug and make up, whatever. Then we get this final little scene with Danielle. She's in her confessional saying she just met with her attorney and to discuss separation with her ex. And she says that he's trying to smear her name and get full custody. And she says she's been trying to contact Morgan, but it's been days since she's heard from her. She's like, what's up with that? Like, basically, she feel a type of way. And that's how the episode ended. Did I grade this episode? That's what I forgot to do. Grade this episode at the beginning of the show, the review. Just because they did a camp for kids on the spectrum, I'm gonna give it a B-. I'm gonna give it a B- because of the cause, because of what was the message of this episode. I would give it a B-. Predictions for episodes to come. We see that it's a tiff between Danielle and Morgan. I didn't see that coming. I thought they was gonna be ride or dies to the end, and and Mean Girl and all the rest of the hoes. But now that makes me wonder, the people that Danielle was beefing with because Morgan was beefing with them, is she gonna get back cool with them now? And the people that Morgan was beefing with because of Danielle, is she gonna get cool with them now? It makes me wonder. And then we see Megan and Ashley getting into it because Megan felt the way that Ashley was saying stuff at her event. And Ashley wasn't saying nothing wrong. She was saying what everybody was thinking. They made it seem like Ashley gets caught off guard by something Megan said, so I hope that's not the case. I hope it's just editing. But I'm just like, I don't feel like Ashley was wrong in what she said. Those are my little thoughts, expressions for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this review. And comment below what you would grade the episode, what you thought of the episode, what I talked about, if I was off on anything, all that good stuff. Comment below. And like this video and subscribe to my channel. Because I don't only review Basketball Wives, I review other shows as well. And I will see y'all in the next review. Peace!